Hey folks, happy Thursday. Britt over here of In Arms Coaching, and I'm giving you a shot of the gorgeous snowy Maine woods today. It's been snowing all morning and it's so pretty out there. And I wanted to talk to you for a minute. Let's see, I'm practicing switching the camera, which is really annoying to do from the phone. Okay, there we go. So I'm talking today about security. I was up all night with one of the dogs. This guy. I was up all night with this guy. I don't know what his problem was, but he was like a baby. I'm talking today about security because I was thinking, my husband and I were having this conversation the other night about like what makes us feel abundant and what makes us feel secure. And it occurred to me that it's a really important thing to know in your business what your measures of security and abundance are. Because if you don't know them, then maybe you're not considering them. Maybe you're not planning around having them. If you don't know them, then you're obviously not prioritizing them, which can make you feel less secure in your business when it could just be a matter of focusing on something different. But I wanted to give you a really concrete example. These are not business related, but let me switch my phone. So for my husband, this is one of the things that just makes him feel so incredibly secure and abundant. When this is stocked, which actually happens, you're going to get a tour of our messy home. That actually is fed by this pile out here. That's the main wood pile. So when that main wood pile is full, and then say hello, Bean, and then he comes in and he stocks this wood pile, which means that he can easily get wood over there to our little stove, our little wood stove that has been keeping it's been keeping our home with very little heat turned on at like 75 degrees. That makes him feel so abundant and so secure, and it's like money in the bank for him. And then one of my non-business measures, or like, modicums of security, one of my little examples of security is when this is full. When our little egg holder is full, I just feel like, oh, we are so rich with eggs. We have food that just comes out the butt of our chickens, and it's like really good food. And, we have so much of it, and there's more every day, and we don't have to pay for it, which really isn't true. If you've had chickens, you know that your eggs cost a lot more than people who buy them from the store. But, they just like happen every day. And that's like when I feel really secure. So we were talking about this the other day, and I was thinking about like finances, because financial mindset in your business is really, really important. And it's different than your mindset, and your feelings about your money are different often than your actual money. And this is something that I learned. When I started In Arms Coaching, I was living below the poverty level with a toddler and no child support, and it was really scary, and I felt like I had no money, and I didn't have any money. Oh, look at what my hair is doing. That's special. Obviously these videos are totally unpolished for you and straight from the heart, because look at my hair. But like I had no money, and I felt like I had no money, and it was really hard to get to a point in my business where I felt more stable and secure. But what I realized at a certain point, as I made, look, Nala's gonna say hi. Hang on, let me flip the camera. It's annoying that it's so hard. Nala. No. Say hello. Say good morning, people. Good morning, good people. This little girl was not a pain in my ass last night and did not keep me up all night. But what I realized was that, very quickly, that my my financial mindset and whether or not I felt secure didn't actually have as much to do with how much I was making, because I was making much, much, much more, by like 8 years later, but I still felt financially insecure. And I could go off on a whole other tangent about that. But one of the things that I realized was that it wasn't necessarily income that made me feel secure. I mean, income does make me feel secure, but for me, I feel secure when there's money in the bank, which was really interesting to me when I realized that some years ago, because what I tend to do when I have money is to spend it, and not necessarily spend it frivolously. Like maybe if there's extra money, I will put it towards a bill or a credit card or like a piece of debt, you know, to get further out of debt, which on the surface is like that makes sense. If you have extra money, eliminate some debts because that's a really wise financial decision. But what I realized was that one of the things that makes me feel secure is having money in the bank. So therefore, it's important when I'm looking at my finances and when I'm really feeling into how secure I feel in any given time, that I'm actually making sure that some money just sits in the bank. And like part of me is like, but it could be doing something, but it is doing something. It's sitting in the bank and it's giving me a sense of security that there is money there. And that's just something that I had to learn about myself and my mindset, because it wasn't necessarily my financial like abundance mindset didn't necessarily come from earning money. It came from having money and knowing that if something happened, there was like savings. And that was important for me to know. So I really encourage you to think about what feels abundant to you. What are your markers of financial security and like safety in the world? Could be firewood, could be fresh eggs, could be money in the bank. Maybe for you, it's not having debt. And so therefore it makes sense to really aim some of your income towards eliminating debt. Whereas I'm sort of doing both that and, you know, making sure that my savings is up. So I just wanted to come to you to talk to you about that today. I'd love to hear your thoughts and see what you're thinking. But it is really important to think as you earn more and more money, what's your plan for it? Because if you don't have a plan for it, it can feel sort of scary to earn more and more money, and then you block yourself from doing it, which is really fun. All right, me and my badass hair are gonna go get on a meeting. But thanks for hanging out with me this snowy morning. And I really want to hear what your abundance and security looks and feels like. Have a good day.